recording. Okay. So I'm going to give every single one of you an opportunity to share about I guess the 3/4 of the year that we had, the last quarter of the year that we had with this distance learning. Okay. But also share your goodbyes to everybody here and to those who are not able to join our Zoom. Okay, and then I have a story that I'm gonna read to you. Actually, I found a video, but I did buy a book called Last Day Blues. At the beginning of the year, we reread that book, First Day Jitters. You guys remember that? Give me a thumbs up if you remember First Day Jitters that we read. Okay, it's by the same author, but this book is called Last Day Blues. Okay. So, Caleb, we're going to start with you. I'm going to mute all of you, and then I'm going to unmute Caleb, and then he's going to share, okay? And then after that, I'm going to unmute each one of you one at a time, and you guys get a chance to share. And then at the very end, I'm going to read that story to you, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're in agreement, or you understand what I just said. Awesome. And while we're doing that, you can also write things on the comments if you like as well, okay? All right, go ahead, Caleb.
To what again? I didn't quite understand.
So share basically about this whole year, your experience in 3rd grade, and also share anything that you would like to say to everybody else in our classroom that's here during our Zoom meeting, or anybody that's going to be watching this video that wasn't able to attend our Zoom meeting today. Okay, say your goodbyes. I'll miss you, everybody. Okay, something, you know.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna miss you, Francis. I'm gonna miss you, Brayden. See you later, everybody. Especially you, Tita.
Give me more. Tell me about the school year. What was your favorite part, and what is one thing that you'll miss? You know.
Getting the AR stuff. I like getting the points and taking the tests.
Good. Caleb, anything else that you would like to say to anybody else that it's not here?
Oh, too bad you didn't get here, but at least you get to see what we're doing.
Good. All right. The rest of you, try to be a little bit more, you know, elaborate on your discussion, okay? Lamb, you're up.
One thing I miss is that I'll miss like all of you guys and like my book buddy. And my favorite part is also like reading because like I love to read. That's how I like get my AR points. And I'm really glad to be in this class because like I didn't know like this class would be like that fun to be in.
Mm-hmm.
So like that is why I would like miss my class and my desk.
Yeah. Anything you would like to say to your classmates?
I'll miss you guys, and you guys will always be my friend, no matter what.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think we all have the same feeling that we're all gonna miss you. Brian, you're up.
So what I liked about being in this class, I liked doing fun projects, and I'm gonna miss all of you guys, and especially you, Mr. Partita.
Yeah, I'll miss you too. Miss everybody as well. Cool. Anderson, you're up.
My favorite part about this year was the trip to the planetarium. And this year was my favorite school year of all the school years. And yeah, I'll miss everybody, especially you, Mr. Partita. And everybody else who's not on this call.
Cool. Is there anything specific you want to say to all of us, or just that?
Just that.
All right. Thanks, bud. Nevaeh, you're up. Can you unmute yourself? I'm trying to unmute you and it's not working for some reason. There we go.
I'm gonna miss all the field trips that we did and all the projects that we did with Miss P and you. And I'm gonna miss the PE and stuff like that and all the fun projects we did. And my favorite part was going to the planetarium and I was really looking forward to going to the museum, but then the coronavirus started.
Yeah. Is there anything that specifically that you enjoyed learning?
I enjoyed learning the AR reading and the math.
Cool. Well, I enjoyed teaching every single one of you and getting to know you guys over the years, over the course of, I guess, 3/4 of the year that we were together, and also just the time zooming and stuff. Isla, go ahead.
I'm really gonna miss spending time with my book buddies and getting to read to them, like teaching them stuff. I liked Fridays because we were really busy those days. PE was really fun. I'm really gonna miss all of you guys. You guys are so nice. This was one of my best school years.
Oh,
Like all of them, because everybody was so nice.
well,
And I finally
I'm
got to
glad.
be the older book buddy and teach them things.
You finally get to be an older book buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It was nice having those little first graders in our classes. Okay. All right. Anything else is particularly you want to say to anybody else?
Yeah, you guys are so nice. You guys are my best friends. You're always gonna be my friend.
Well, you're definitely going to be our friend too. So we enjoyed having you in class. And hopefully we'll, thanks, Anderson. Hopefully we'll be able to get together next year. Don't forget to say hi when I'm at yard duty or anything like that. If you guys are playing any sports like cross country, wrestling, or track as a 4th grader, you can. If not, you could also be equipment manager for the other sports as well. So look forward to doing that with all of you. Okay. Miley, can you? Oh, go ahead, Miley. Now it worked.
I'll miss all the fun we've had together. And the best part is all the stuff I've learned from you and my friends. And it's going to be really hard to leave this class because it's the best class I've had. I've learned a lot of new things and a lot of fun stuff to do. And I'm going to miss this class.
Oh, good. We're all gonna miss you too. But hey, just because this school is ending, this school year is ending, that doesn't mean you're ending your career with Clovis Elementary. You still got many, many years to go, and I look forward to seeing you guys all grow up and here in Clovis Elementary, and even as looking forward to what you guys will be doing as fourth graders. Okay. Go ahead, Alana.
I don't know. I think this year was the best year out of all, like out of all the classes I've been in. I'm gonna miss everything. Like, I don't know, just
What was the best part of the year before we had to end?
I didn't really have a favorite. Like, I liked everything.
You liked everything?
Yeah.
Did you realize that you missed school after we were not coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could change something during this time that we were away from each other, what would it be? Don't know. Probably be able to come back to school, huh? And be with all the friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, anything in particular you want to say to everybody else, especially those who are will be watching this later?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you'll be there. Looking forward to next year and see what you guys get to do in fourth grade. Francis, can you unmute? I'm trying to unmute. There we go.
Okay.
You're up, bud.
I'm just gonna miss the whole entire school. I'm gonna miss the whole entire school.
I mean, but you'll come. Hopefully, you'll come back then next year. But
Yeah,
you mean,
just through this whole thing, I'm gonna miss the whole school.
yeah. Anything you want to say specifically to everybody else in the class?
Bye, everyone. I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, especially those of us that are not be able to join us. I did send an email. I mean, hey, Jalea joined us, and this is the first time that she's been on here, so this is awesome. I'm so excited for her. Oh my gosh, and Nevaeh too. So yeah, looking forward to seeing some of you guys when you come pick up your stuff. So cool. Jasmine, go ahead. There you go.
I'm gonna miss everyone and all my friends. And I'm gonna miss Kendry and you, Mr. Fertitta, and school. My favorite thing was being with my book buddy, Kendry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna miss everyone that's not on the Zoom meetings too. And yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, Jalea, you're up.
My favorite part about the school year was like the field trips and art projects for our book buddies, and um, um,
Do you feel like you learned a lot of things academically, like math and reading, and you got better at those things?
yeah.
Good. What has been one of the hardest things about being not being able to come back to school?
Mm, I don't know.
Probably not being able to see your friends.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did miss you guys. It is kind of lonely and depressing just seeing empty desks and um, just, I took a lot of things off the walls and so yeah, very different. Braden, you're up. Trying to unmute yourself, buddy. For some reason, it's not working on my end.
One thing I'm going to miss is being with all you guys. And learning new things.
What are some things that you some things new that you learned? What subjects did you feel like you got that you were better in? Braden? I'll tell you one thing. I think you got better at reading, based on some of the assessments that we took on iReady. You moved up, so you got better doing that. Okay, and you got better at your writing as well, and even the math as well. Okay, what has been one of the hardest things being away from school? Braden?
Not being able to see my friends in person.
Yeah, that's been hard. Okay, cool. Go ahead and unmute your. There you go. You're up, Brooklyn.
The most thing that I'll miss about our class will be seeing all my friends and my book buddies and my book buddy. And the most thing I liked about this school year was going to the planetarium because it was really fun and we got to see a lot of things there.
Cool. What's been one of the hardest things?
Learning new things.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were good at that, learning new things?
I feel like I was okay at learning new things.
Cool. Awesome. So let me go ahead and mute you guys, and I'm going to share my screen. And I have a really cool story. And this is one of the books that I bought for my classroom, but also I got it on my iPad. So I'm going to share my audio with you. And I'm going to do full screen. And I'll minimize this so you can see.
Everyone gets the blues sometimes. Last Day Blues by Julie Danberg. Illustrated by Judy Love. On the Monday morning before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. I'm gonna miss all of you, she said. The kids nodded in agreement. I'm gonna miss my friend, said Shannon. I'm gonna miss Daisy, said Dan. I'm gonna miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch, said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school. Even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out on the jungle gym. Mrs. Hartwell said she's going to miss us, said Alexandra, swinging from a bar. We should get a present to cheer her up, said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. But what could they get her? I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special, said Josh. Or a coffee cup. Or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads. The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with one single idea that they all agreed on. We'll think of something tomorrow, Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read the final page of their last read-aloud book. I'm going to miss circle time, said Mrs. Hartwell. I'm going to miss science, said Emily. I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science, said Jack, giggling. And so before they got too sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. We definitely need to cheer Mrs. Hartwell up, said Andy during recess as he jumped off a swing. Any ideas about a present? Eddie asked. Nope, they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought in her super-duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool, said Jack. I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide-and-go-seek outside after dinner, said Alexandra. I don't know whether to be happy or sad today, Annie said the minute they all arrived. Mrs. Hartwell is sad, said Olivia. She probably doesn't want the year to end. While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plan, said Walker. And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year, said Dan. And that's when an idea zipped, zapped, and zinged through Eddie's brain. I know exactly what will cheer her up, Eddie said, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed. It was perfect. On the Thursday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started language arts. We need some privacy, please, he said. And so Mrs. Hartwell took down bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading, too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true, snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big wahoo! There are many things to miss, it's true, but mostly what we'll miss is you. Later on during recess, Eddie said, I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps. Poor Mrs. Hartwell, they all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. And then it was time. The bell rang. Goodbye, goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, Mrs. Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. It's just me and you, Daisy. I'm sure gonna miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation. Hope you loved it. Have a great summer, everyone.
Okay. Okay, Lamb, can you go ahead and unmute yourself? Navea, unmute yourself. Braden, unmute. Alana, go ahead and unmute you. For some reason, it's not working. Unmute everybody. Jasmine, unmute you. Brooklyn, try to unmute you.
I did
Me, me.
There we go. So what do you guys think? Pretty cool story, huh?
Yeah.
I
Ending.
Anyways, thank you so much for a great year. I just know how hard it was to spread from you guys this school year and being distance learning. But I do appreciate you, every single one of you. Love you guys all. I wish you guys the best in fourth grade. I know you guys will do great. Fourth grade is when you can do cross country in the fall, wrestling if you want to do that in the winter, and then track in the spring. And I look forward to hearing all great things that you guys will be doing next year. Okay. So